Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of my easy step-by-step guide to 3D resin printing. Today we're going to ask that most challenging of questions. Which printer should you buy? Every day it seems I get emails and messages from people asking me this very question, and despite what follows, I've no doubt that will continue. So to buy myself a few weeks of peace and quiet at least, as of right now, August 2022, here's my personal printer recommendations. In the standard range, especially for newcomers or folks updating an older spec printer, I really don't think you can beat the new Mars 3 Pro, though its predecessor, the Mars Ultra 4K, was a very close second. But if you don't mind a slightly smaller printer volume, I still think the Anycubic Mono 4K is a match for the 3 Pro, and it's much cheaper to boot. Still at the standard range, but for those seeking really fine detail, like jewelers, engineers, or serious modelling enthusiasts, for me there's still nothing that can touch the Frozen Sonic Mini 8K, which is my go-to machine for ultra-fine print quality. When it comes to mid-range, I'd again go with VogMan and their Saturn II. Its fine detail quality exceeds that of the Mars 3 Pro, but it has a bigger build plate for larger and taller prints. It's a great all-rounder, but it lacks the Wi-Fi or Ethernet connectivity that you might find on similar spec brands for a little extra spend. Finally, we have the large range, and despite good efforts by both Anycubic and VogMan, my preference still lies with the Frozen Sonic Mega 8K, which is a beast of a machine, beating all others in terms of size and print quality. Anyone holding out for a low budget DLP should keep an eye on my channel in the next few weeks. I'll be revealing Anycubic's second generation DLP. And don't worry if you can't remember all that, I've put a list in the description that includes my video reviews and direct links to the appropriate products. Of course, the above stated is just my personal preferences. Ideally, you should do your own research based on your own knowledge, and that is what the rest of this video is all about. It's very difficult for me to guide people that I don't know in their choice of printers because I have no basis to judge their actual needs. And it's this knowledge of these needs that truly makes the decision. Let's look at a few factors. There's pretty much 3 sizes of printer: the standard base range, the mid-range, and the larger printers. What sort of things do you need to print? If you're only printing 32mm miniatures, why buy a Frozen Mega 8K? It will dwarf your needs. Similarly, if you print tournament trophies, you'd probably need to think bigger than the Mars 3 Pro. Mid-range is a safe option as it's something of a compromise, but it will increase your spend. So think carefully before you buy. What do you really want to print? Volume is the next consideration. Are you printing for you alone, for a group, or maybe you're running a small business? How many prints are you likely to need at any one time? For a hobbyist, 1 or 2 prints per week may well be enough. But small businesses or club members may need a higher volume of prints. You may well print 32mm minis, but a significantly bigger plate would allow you to print in a much higher volume. But again, think carefully. It may well be that 2 or 3 mid-range printers may meet your needs far better than a large range printer like the Frozen Mega 8K. Features are great, but are they really needed? Wi-Fi and Ethernet connectivity, remote access cameras, automatic resin filling. I have printers with all these features, but as I'm not a high volume printing guy, I never use any of them. These features may sound great, but be sure that it's something that you really need before you buy. Hopefully, you've been watching my previous videos and have a fuller understanding of what K resolution, pixels per inch, and XY resolution really mean. In many ways, very fine quality printing is similar to features. Is it really something you need? The Mars 3 Pro prints great at 35 microns, but the Frozen Mini 8K prints finer at 22 microns, so it's better, right? Well, yes, I believe so, but it's a bit like owning a Ferrari when all you need is a bicycle. This is a difficult concept to get across, so let me speak as plainly as I can. In the hand or on the table, a print made at 35 microns looks just as good as a print made at 22 microns. Even when you examine them an inch from your nose, you may be hard pressed to tell the difference. It's only when these prints are massively magnified that you really see the benefit. In some fields, like jewellery or engineering, this extra fine detail may well make all the difference, but for the average guy, maybe it isn't as important. It's a choice you need to make for yourself. Most of us are ultimately governed by our budget. Hopefully you'll have learnt enough from the previous videos to now understand the workings and terminology associated with 3D resin printers. Through this, you can make side-by-side comparisons with all available 3D printers, not just the ones that I or other YouTubers may have reviewed. From there, you can make an informed decision and determine if the size, volume, features and print quality match your needs and fit within your budget. At the end of the day, you're really the only one that can do this, and hopefully you're now in a position to do just that. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found it useful. Next time, we'll probably take a look at understanding printer settings. But until then, take care and happy printing.